Good morning. Welcome to Vira's Voice. You would have seen today's press statement by our Honorable Finance Minister telling that all 12 public sector banks have posted a net profit of around 26,000 crores for the quarter ended September 2022. And cumulative up to the half year, it is around 41,000 crores. And she has attributed the reasons for this achievement to the proactive role of the government in recovery of NPAs and restructuring of the banks. Bankers as well as public will know how this recovery of large NPAs has happened. First, a provision was built up with the hard-earned profit of the bank, and these provisions, when it is piled up, huge haircuts up to 80% or 85% were given. That is, if a corporate owns around 100 rupees, if it pays around 15 rupees, this balance 85 rupees is being taken care of the provision, which is built up by the sweat and blood of the bankers. Now our finance minister says that steps, proactive steps taken by the government has enabled a reduction of NPS. Everybody knows what are the proactive steps the government has taken, except for forcing banks to give huge haircuts. Okay, this is one part. And she takes credit that this growth is due to the retail push that banks, State Bank of India has shown a growth of around 74% and Canara Bank around 89%, and all these statistics he has given. And the reason is that retail push. One simple logic will show that retail loans can grow only with the active participation of the field level functionaries, from a scale 1 manager in a branch to an officer to a clerk to a cashier working in a branch. Put together, they make this retail segment grow. It is not like a corporate advance where loans are sanctioned elsewhere, and the staff at branch level or dispersing staff are being booked for any minor lapses. And one more thing what has happened, this is today is a very important day in the history of Indian banking. Apart from bank nationalization in 1969, today is a very important day. 6 years back, on 8/11/2016 at 8 p.m., Prime Minister of this country came on TV and told that all notes, 500 and 1,000 rupees notes, will be banned. People were thinking it was a prank on, but it turned out to be a real prank on the citizens, where hundreds and thousands, they lost the job, they lost the business, they lost their lives also, including bankers. Bankers were given varied instruction for 55 days. Around 65 instruction in 55 days, and everyone knows the long queues. Today day should not be forgotten, like the bank nationalization day, which is a very positive thing. This 8/11/2016 should not be forgotten by bankers as well as the public, because the dent it has created. The claim they made was that note circulation will come down, black money will be brought to nil. But what has happened? Note circulation has increased. As by RBI statistics, note circulation has increased over 2016 when compared to the last 6 years. It has grown manifold. And black money, color of the money didn't change, but the denomination of the currency has changed from 500 to 1,000. Now it is very convenient for the black money people to hold money in 2,000 denomination, and everyone knows, from bankers to customers, this 2,000 rupees note is a very rare commodity, and it is not seen in circulation either in ATMs or in bank branches, because these monies are, because elections are coming elsewhere, these monies are bundled for this black money purpose. So this demonetizations has only increased black money hoarding, and it has never decreased. And a very painful event that happened in Chennai, when our Honorable Finance Minister was in a meeting where Mr. Gurumurthy, the editor of the magazine Tuklak, he was making a comment that all public sector banks employees are garbages. You use the Tamil word kalisadai. Kalisadai means useless for everything. But Nirmala Sitharaman was on the stage. She neither countered him or gave any statement countering his thing. But today, what all has happened? Again, government is taking credit that government has done this for recovery of NPA for the profit of the bank. But bankers will know, customers will know who has done all this painful thing. Many bankers have sacrificed their hard-earned rights for the benefit of the bank. Now, none of the bank is in red. All public sector banks are in black. They are saying that 40,000 crores after this half year, it will swell to 1 lakh crore within March. When 1 lakh crore comes, government holds 50% stake in almost 50% and more than that in all public sector banks. What will be the quantum of dividend the government will be getting? People were shouting at rooftops telling that bank capitalization is wrong and capitalization will not give any result. And government was also saying that it was like giving to beggars, public sector banks. But previously 10 years before all this NPA mishap happened, bankers contributed more than 2 lakh crores to the central government as the dividend, because they are the major stakeholders. Now the same thing is going to happen. 1 lakh crore profit, what will be the quantum of dividend? It will be more than 50,000 crores. This is going to help budgetary and all the schemes which is required to be implemented. And not even a single word. I was searching in the press statement that all this happened because of the active involvement of the staff. Not even a single word was there. Even during demonetization, the work done by all bankers and the sufferings of the people were not recognized. It was ignored, and there was counterclaim telling that it was a very successful thing. And today, when all public sector banks have turned the corner and showing to the world that they are risen like a phoenix because no fault of theirs, large NPAs were dumped on them, large corporate advances were given to them, and the claim for privatizing public sector banks, now it will put down with the iron hand by the employees as well as the public also, because all these bad things, bad loans, accounting for more than 85% of the NPS is from corporate advances, private corporate advances. And now again handing over these banks to these private corporates, in what way it is going to help this bank grow? These banks have grown, only request to the finance minister as well as the government is, do not sit on the shoulders of the bankers and give instruction to public sector banks day in, day out, even on hourly basis. Monitoring is okay, but directing them to do without any autonomy. Autonomy is only in paper, but not in practice. And it is a very proud day for bankers that they have handled this demonetization with grit, because it was an instruction from the top person of the country. They did that good things will happen, but to rectify all this, what has happened during that 55 days, it took more than 6 months for the bankers to rectify that. And today, bankers, public sector bankers have thrown a huge profit to the government, demonstrating that it is only the staff at field level and their sacrifices and their contribution has given government such a stance to talk in the public. And feel proud of this. Bankers, red salute to the public sector bank employees and their hard work, which is not recognized by the government at any instance. In a press statement, at least a small statement, that the bank employees have, even during COVID, how many lives bankers have lost? At last came a statement that bank employees also did that. After demanding this, there is no recognition of that, because bankers, they work, public sector bankers, they work not for salary, it is for the pride, service of the customers. Today, the pensioners, every government job is being done by the credit growth during the COVID period. It was handled by the public sector banks externally, the study loans, There is the Jan Dhan Yojana, which is proclaimed to be a very big success and gained entry into the Guinness Book of Records. No credit was given to the bankers. And bankers don't work for salary alone, public sector bank employees. They work for the pride because they own the bank. It is their blood, it is in their blood. And good things are ahead for public sector banks. Any sale, any thinking of merging or selling public sector banks will be stoutly resisted by the public also. Kindly share this video to your customers also, to your fellow bankers also, so that this message reaches to more people. Thank you.